So today we are out in Tweksbury, Mass, and today we are looking at graves of the insane. Tweksbury, Mass is very well known for the Tweksbury State Hospital, and I'm for damn sure back in the day, the asylum, the madhouse. And as you can see, all these markers and stones with numbers of the patients sit into a very messed up uh, situation here. They're actually asking for people to donate help. Hell, I might even try coming out here and giving a little help cleaning up. Maybe I can get into the place, do a little videoing. But to all the bad ones and the bad seeds of these people that probably raped or murdered, killed, I mean, yeah, in their state of mind back in the day, not knowing too much wellness of them times, but raping kids, women, whatever the case may be, I don't respect none of them. I hope they all sit in this, if there is any out here, sit out here in their sweltering, friggin' burning, rotten hell where they belong. But to the people that went to these asylums with just a simple seizure, a looking different type ordeal, Down syndrome, whatever the case may be, of the good side of mental health problems, I want to honor them today. It's sad to see that all these people, actually back in the day also, when people like this were happened to die, would get stuck out in places like this because of the simple fact that them days sometimes family members didn't want nothing to do with these people because they would probably be considered crazy if they take them back in or whatnot, or whatever the case may be, but they would get left here, with no plot, no number, and, well, just a little plaque or whatever like you see. But some of them, hopefully the bad ones, didn't get a plaque. But as you can see, there's many of these little orange stickers, flags, stick flags. Like, damn, how many more are buried into this friggin' ground that are not documented? That's what was really, oh, look, a shoe. What the hell? That's the thing with these things of asylums. Just like the Zodiac killer that I showed a picture of, a guy that almost identically looked like him, and gone on to say to a comment that someone said that they're really into that that's just, not possible, it's impossible. But what if that mental patient happened to escape, like a lot of them did back in the day, and these people did their own investigation through the mental hospital and found them, and probably killed them off themselves so they wouldn't get the controversy led back on them. A lot of these asylums stayed open up until the mid-90s, but due to poor conditions, uh, bad, extremely bad caregiving, they literally had to be shut down. I mean, I am still surprised that Bridgewater is still an operational mental institution, but still, you still have some fruitcakes out there that really need to be evaluated as right. And for that being said, geez, I wonder how many spirits are roaming in this area. As you can see, it looks like a typical wooded area. I mean, the asylum is right as you go through this, the tree line over here, as you can see, is a farm, some farmland. This hospital also is still operational. in some buildings. I don't know what they do here yet. I have not looked it up, but I have taken pictures at that place, mind you, and I got a figure of a woman standing in a damn window in a white suit. So, but I wonder if it was a nurse murdered by one of these lunatics. As you can see, someone has probably found their relative here and placed a cross. Federico Oliveira. Yeah, even got the date, born 1876, died 1900. But just the cases on these are just as sane as the patients that were putting forth these buildings, the stories behind them. You know, actually, when I got here, I don't know if someone came in after me, but I heard something go, ah, yelling. And I don't know what else I'm going to catch around here while I'm walking, but oh man, I got to take some photographs. And yeah, get this video done. But I'd like to give a moment of silence to all the good patients that were out there that were diagnosed with just a, for a dumb, stupid reason. For the mentally handicapped that you see today. And even they got jobs and they're out in the community and they're working and they are now accepted as human beings like they should be. Not back in the day and say, hey, this guy's flipping all over the floor. They don't know what the hell's wrong with him. Throw him over there. He's mental. Or this person don't look. He's deformed. Something happened to him. They're mental. Throw him in the goddamn friggin' institution. Or if they talk funny. Or that they, just happen to do the wrong things. Or if they sit there and maybe pick their nose and wipe their butt and, don't know better and stick it all over the place. That was considered mentalism. And I declare my own diagnosis. I call it mentalism. Yeah, some people have it. What can you do? And for them to just get tossed out here like this, sometimes in some cases, it's just sad to see. I mean, if these were all mental cases that did rape, murder, and crimes of the unbelligerent reasons, and they were just a threat to society. And the ones that got help and the ones that didn't get help. Hey, back then everything was just not thought of yet, not processed, and just sometimes you got to look at them and say, hey, there's a better place for them out here. Other times you look at them and you say, hey, they don't deserve to lay here and rest. I mean, I'm going to throw up on the thumbnail the picture that the hospital's looking for some help, clean up some brush, start getting this place looking like a normal cemetery. And, as you can see, these damn markers are friggin' halfway in the ground. I mean, I'm sure after many, many years of this place settling in the grass and the weather, a lot of this stuff is sunk holes, and I can just imagine how many more markers are under here, or even, that's why I think they got these little orange flags up, because and who knows how many people come in here and rip this stuff off because they're jerks. All in all, this is just one sad destination to even think of sometimes, because of the mental health issues that weren't looked at like they were supposed to be back in the day like they do now. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's still people out there that know wrong from right, but still accumulate a mentalism that just, you can't have that person on the street. Other times, they just need simple care, loving hugs, and, just giving the right attention, and they're just fine. You can't judge a book by the looks of its cover. I've said that all my life. Of course, my mentalism that I suffer with, if I was to tell people stories and of what I sometimes think, I'm sure people, and I have had people look at me like, whoa, And then they step back and say, should I be hanging around with this guy? I mean, sometimes I just get some thoughts that make people out of unease, but I'm not the type of person to make someone have to friggin', say, whoa, man, I don't want to be around this guy too much. I am the type of guy that would take my shirt off my back, have your back, and the only reason why I say this is because my mental health and my mental issues of what I do and think is because of the evil that runs in this earth and the experience I've come forth in my life and how I took it upon myself to deal with it. It had to be done the way I have it made. And that's think a little bit on the crazy side. That's why I say when I come into these places, I feel at home. And if I was to get myself into asylum, I'd feel at home. And I wouldn't be doing the rotten things that they do. But the evil ones that do wrong, I'd like to go in there and torment them, just like they torment people. That's what has made me to become the person who I am. And sometimes I throw my little thoughts out there just as a joke, but if I was to get into the madhouse or any prison, and I've already been in prison, I do release a little leak of mentalism so people learn to stay away if I have to. And that's all it is. That's just a little taste of what I am, but if I do have to go full blown like this and mentally insane, crazy, well, that's in the back of my head too, and I only bring it forth towards people who deserve it. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to spend my life sitting away in a mental institution forever or jail. So yeah, but if I have to let it out a little bit, it comes out. But other than that, let's take a moment of silence. I'm going to take some pictures, see what I catch in this place. But if anybody wants to come out here and pay their respects, you would come out here to the Tweksbury, whatever the hell that is. Tweksbury, Mass. State Hospital. I mean, it's still called a hospital, but it's got the gate and the state hospital sign still standing tall after many, many centuries and decades, I should say. And just down the road, about a quarter of a mile on your right, if you pass the hospital on your right, you'll come in and see a little marker on your left, a little opening drive-in, like a beginning of a trail, which it does have, and you'll see a sign up, and you'll follow it off to the left of the path when you first get into the beginning of the trail. It's not hard to see or find, so other than that, I get my pictures out now and see what I catch for ghost. And oh man, I think I'm definitely gonna try and get here next month, sometime close to Halloween. If there's anything you're gonna catch it in the month of October. Indian summer. Till that next video, be safe, take care, and always believe, especially when you're dealing with these spirits. They love to make themselves known. Out.